negotiating deals.
Buying me some shit, I'm stunning in this bitch, stunning in this bitch, everything legit.
Rebels, ha ha, everything legit with Wise and Pitt. You know it's real if they said it.
Yes, sir, man. Welcome to another episode, man, of Everything's Legit podcast, man. Coming to you live from Rebels Radio, man. It's your boy Wise checking in with your boy.
With your boy Pitt. You already know.
Yeah.
Everything legit. We about to get into it.
Come on, man. You know how we gets down, boy. Man, I'm peeking. I keep peeking at this Denver Clippers game. Looking like Denver getting ready to go home. But, hey, man, we here. Another episode. How you feeling, bro? How's everything been?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling good. I mean, as far as my personal
feeling good?
life, everything's. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling lovely. I'm feeling lovely.
If you say so, bro, I believe you.
But you know, as far as the my personal life, this boy, wow. As far as I'm saying, everything's good. Kids back in school. Things are getting back into the things are getting kind of normal again.
Word.
But as far as what you talking about,
what I'm talking about, bro.
you talking about Game 7. Yeah, Game 7. That's what
I don't know Game 7, bro. I'm waiting for Game 1. I don't know Game 7.
It's okay. That's why you ain't got no legends over there. This is where legends are born. Game 7.
We waiting. We at the door.
Yeah.
We already at the party. We waiting.
Okay.
Your invite already in the mail.
Like I said, bro, I'm groovy, dog. How you feel?
Hey, man. Hey, look, we in the ECF. We waiting. We wait for somebody. I don't know who.
You know who you waiting for.
But we waiting for somebody. Somebody's gonna meet us there. We already there. We just waiting for whoever to come on through. We already waiting. So, but other than that, man, I'm alive. I'm good. So can't complain, man. I won't complain. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's been a whirlwind of a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? From losing a real life superhero and Chadwick Boseman, and just losing like a generational talent, somebody that kids could relate to, could point to and be like, oh, and they get older and they can, like, you could say, man, Chadwick was our superhero. You know what I'm saying? Black Panther meant something. Just seeing, man. I remember, bro. I was up. I was doing something in the kitchen, and I happened to open my phone, just scrolling through Twitter, just trying to see, what was happening, and I go to the trending page, and I see Chadwick's name trending, so I'm like, oh, they must have released another dope trailer. Something dope must happen. We must be getting another dope movie coming, cause bro was hitting on everything. You know what I'm saying? Hitting on all cylinders. So I go in there, I check, I click his name, try to figure out what's going on, and I start reading, and I'm like, all I start seeing is colon cancer and died. And I was like, oh, whoa, okay. And then I just remember calling out to my wife. I was like, hey, I think Black Panther just died. She was like, huh? So we both started looking, and bro, it just hit like a tidal wave. It was like, dude, you start thinking about, just what he meant, you know what I'm saying? And then to come to find out, he was in stage 4 and had been battling it for the past 4 years. So that letting us know that while he was filming all these great movies, his man was a superhero for real. You know what I'm saying? Like he was doing one thing during the day and trying to survive at night. You know what I'm saying? And still making this dope art, making unforgettable art. I remember telling I was telling my wife and my homeboy, I was like, hey, it kind of feel like he knew the end was coming, and he started upping his art. You know what I'm saying? To get his art out there, he started doing more work. He started putting out more movies at a higher frequency. He started doing different roles, and it felt like he just knew like my time is limited. Let me get my words out and get all I can out. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how did it affect you when you found out?
When I saw it, I was I think it was just one of those late night joints, like after watching a basketball game or something.
Late.
Then I see it, and to be honest, I'm not really into the movies and stuff like that. Every time I go to the movies, I fall asleep. Like I don't really pay attention to movies like that. But
Word.
you know what I'm saying? His face is recognizable.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And my kids love Black Panther. And when I think the following day, my wife told them that the Black Panther died, and it was like, wait, how? You know what I'm saying? To them, he's just a superhero. He's just the Black Panther.
Right.
So to them, it's like, you know, what you mean Black Panther died? Black Panther can't die.
Right.
There's a new movie supposed to be coming out, and you know, Bazi Squaze, but just seeing the way it affected them was the impact on me, and then seeing all the things that he was going through for the last 4 years, and seeing that he, you know, he pretty much kept all his information in house.
Yeah.
And you know, just the way he did things and the way he moved, and it just left me with a sense of, you know, just looking around, looking at my circle, like, you know what I'm saying? If I was to tell somebody that I was dying from something, but nah, keep it to yourself, keep it between me and you. Or, you know what I'm saying, if I tell you something about my family and I say keep it between me and you, you know what I'm saying, how does that really turn out? You know, do I really trust the people in my circle? And of course he did, and that's why he did the things that he did the way he did it, and he made a way for his family, and you know, I'm sure he was at peace. You know what I'm saying? He was at peace because, you know, he died at home with his family. And it's just one of those things, you know, it's going to be tough to move forward and see those, because we're going to constantly be looking at different characters or different scenes, you know, whether it's in Marvel Comics or elsewhere, and we're like, yeah, Chad would have did this better. You know what I'm saying? And that's just going to be one of those things we got to live with.
Yeah, man. It's like you said, your sons, that's all they know him as. Superhero. He was a superhero for real, man. So losing him, and then John Thompson dying too.
Yeah.
And just I know for me, just being a huge college basketball fan. College basketball probably my favorite sport. And John Thompson just remember his voice, like he get an unforgettable voice. And I just remember videos of him on the sideline coaching, and just seeing a black coach. Like, it was, even if I didn't fully understand, like, I knew it was different to see him, and to see the success he was having. And then just to hear, like, my uncles and older cousins talking about how, you know, everybody wanted to play for him, and how he was always in the hood. He was always in the streets taking care of people. He was always looking after his players. He was more than a coach. He's a father figure. Clearly affected their lives. Thinking about Allen Iverson, how he affected his life. Iverson always talk about how he saved his life, and so just to lose a pillar like that, somebody that was reliable in the community, that was another tough blow.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough in the sports world. Mostly, I paid more attention to Allen Iverson's commentary, and like you said, he pretty much credits John Thompson with saving his life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and without Allen Iverson, there's a lot of people we don't get. There's a lot of things we don't get. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we have people like Patrick Ewing, who was coached by John Thompson, won a championship in Georgetown under John Thompson. And to me, growing up, Patrick Ewing was a major force, especially playing for the Knicks, watching them battle with the Heat every year. You know what I'm saying? It was, and to think back to where would Patrick Ewing be? Where would the Knicks organization have been at that time if it wasn't for John Thompson? Because Patrick Ewing, even though he had John Starks, Allen Houston, he had all them boys around him. Patrick Ewing was the pillar, like
right.
He was the yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, you know what I'm saying, that the sports world lost one with John Thompson.
Yeah, they definitely did. It's two strong voices we lost in a short period of time, but got to kind of move on and keep pushing, doing what we can, and just try to continue to, uphold their legacies, because they both of them, Chadwick and John Thompson, left some huge legacies and footprints. Trying to switch gears a little bit, it was Labor Day weekend, and it's like, do you know? I'm not questioning you, but just do you know like the importance of Labor Day weekend in like hip hop?
Honestly, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Like a lot of things happen like Labor Day. Like Labor Day weekend is like it's the last weekend of the summer. It's the last like holiday weekend where you got that 3-day weekend, so you can be out the whole weekend. Before the temperatures change. Well, we in Florida, we never really experienced that, but everywhere else, the temperatures change, and so life becomes different. It ain't outside no more. Now you gotta be inside. So things kind of happen a little different. So Labor Day weekend is like that last official weekend. So you usually get like everybody kind of like converge to one city. You have a bunch of parties. You usually get some dope albums, some dope singles. But this year was no different. Even with COVID, we supposed to be on lockdown, but hip hop was like, yeah, we going to Atlanta.
I saw a lot of that. Definitely saw that.
Everybody went to Atlanta. It was like, hey, Georgia said they open for business. Guess where we going? We going down there with them. So that's what hip hop did. Hip hop went to Atlanta. We know personally quite a few teams that went to Atlanta, was making noise, and it's that weekend. So one of the things that this weekend is known for is new music. So I'm gonna step back a little bit. Is there any new music that you enjoyed this weekend, sir?
Oh man, you already know what new music I enjoyed, bro. I can't think of any other new music other than other than Big Sean. Detroit 2. You already know.
That's right. Detroit 2.
Detroit 2. Yeah, you already know.
Yes, Detroit 2 came out.
Yeah. Sean Don. Detroit 2. Hey, let me take a drink for Sean Don. Right
Oh man. So you know, what are your thoughts on the album? Are we gonna, what are your
I
thoughts?
love the album.
You
I love the album. Yeah, from beginning to end. I heard a lot of talk about, it's too many features and blah 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 blah. Listen, man. Anybody who's a Sean fan know that Sean been gone for 3 years. And if he felt like there needed to be features, then we feel like he needed to have features. and all of those tracks were executed. There was nothing that was overdone. It was executed almost to perfection. I'm not giving the album a 10 out of 10, but I am definitely giving it a 9 out of 10.
You liked it that much?
I love it. And I go on my morning walks or runs or whatever, and I've been playing that album. I've played the album so much, especially on my morning walks. I've played the album so much, especially on my morning walks, that I get to a certain place in my walk and I hear the same lyrics. I know where I'm at. I know where I'm at in my walk.
Oh man, that's wild.
Yeah, so shout out to Sean Don. That boy did his thing on that one. My personal favorite track is Don Life with the featuring Lil Wayne, and but it's
Wayne
not
Mouth.
so much about the lyricism as it is about the production, the beat.
Yeah.
Bro, they flipped that Michael Jackson Human Nature to perfection, bro.
Yeah.
And I also like what's the one with, you know what I'm talking about, the one with Wale, Guard Your Heart, bruh.
That might be my favorite track.
It get me juice. That one get me juice too. But also Wolves with Post Malone. Yeah, I mean, I could go on and on about that album. You asked the wrong dude.
Hey, what did you think about the Friday Night Cypher?
I liked it because first of all, I'm a T Grizzly fan. I'm an Eminem fan. I'm a Royce fan. I like Cash Doll, and everybody brought it to me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody brought it. I can't think of, like, some of the beat switch ups were a little choppy to me, but
They only mixed 2 beats. It was
the clips, the clip sample,
Biggie beat.
Yeah, but Eminem had his own beat. He finished it off. But yeah, I like that too. I like that one too. I really don't have anything negative to say about the album. Honestly, I feel like such a junkie for Big Sean's music and just his thoughts and his concepts, that it's like if this sounds pathetic. It feels like if you're on a drug and you're trying to get off of it. Like,
oh God,
I love it. I love it to the point that I can't wait to get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get over it so I can enjoy other music.
Yeah.
Because right now I can't enjoy anything else. Like, I have to start my day with that. And before the album dropped, the week before the album dropped, I had to start every car ride with Deep Reverence by Sean and Nipsey. So that's just one of those things, dog.
Man.
Another drink to Sean.
This guy. Okay, I see. I don't want to ruin your buzz, bruh.
No. I want you to tell me what other music came out because I ain't heard it.
Nah. First of all, let me say this about Big Sean's album. I liked the album. Here's my thing.
No, before you get into that, I need you to give me your grade. 1 to 10. What you got? All right, 8. All right, cool. So
I give it a 7.
okay.
I give it a 7.
Okay.
I would. It's in my top 6 Big Sean projects.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my thing.
Run it.
My favorite Sean project
Yeah.
is Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Good mixtape.
from beginning to end, like, and here's the reason why. Because I have been following Sean since Finally Famous 1 drop. I remember being home. Well, I was living at home. My parents at the time. I was younger. I remember going on my laptop computer and downloading the Finally Famous mixtapes. So I was into Sean, and even back then, not knowing as much as I know now, I could hear the growth in Sean every project. So when Finally Famous 3 dropped, I was like, oh, yo, like, this boy is ready. So it all came together to me. Like, everything about Sean, his lyricism, his production, songwriting ability to deliver the song, perform it, everything that has to do with making a project, I felt like it came together on Detroit. So when the drop, it was like I couldn't stop. So to me, when you jump behind, and honestly, Sean obviously felt some type of connection to that album because he named his project The Second Coming of it.
Right.
So to me, if you're gonna label something the second coming of what can arguably be your best project, you gotta come with the heat. So yes, it's in my Sean's top 6, but it was too long, too many songs. He could have chopped off 7 of those songs.
I disagree. But okay, go ahead.
He could have chopped off 7 of the songs.
First of all, 3 of those songs weren't songs. 3 of those tracks weren't songs.
Okay.
Those were interludes. They had Dave Chappelle, Erykah Badu,
So
and
look,
Stevie
even
Wonder.
with that,
you can't get rid of that.
Even with that leaves 18 tracks. So you take off 7 of them, take off 6 of them, make it a 12-song album. Drop the interludes on there, and run with the product. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it was certain songs on there I could totally have done without. I could have done without Wolves.
Wild.
I could have done without.
Go ahead though.
I could have done without Lithuania. I could have done without The Baddest. That's just 3 right there. Now, the other 4, I'm not saying they was bad songs, but even if you take off those 3 and you make it a 15-track EP, like, you could have condensed the product and made it a little bit better. And to me, hold up, I let you dig in, my last point is this. the intro to Detroit is one of the hardest intros to me personally. Like even as I'm talking to you right now, in my head, I can hear the dark tone of when the intro is getting ready to come on. He getting ready to jump on the track. Like that intro meant something. So Why Would I Stop is a cool track. It's not an intro. It's not an intro. So when I throw on Why Would I Stop, it don't push me towards more of the album like the intro to Detroit did. That's it.
Okay. All right. Now, one thing I do agree with you on is that there are some tracks that we could do without. And this is why I give it a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Now, you already know how I feel about Big Sean and all of that. So you know that normally, if you would ask me this about Dark Sky Paradise, I would have said 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You know what I'm saying?
That's your favorite project by him.
Yeah, that's my favorite project by him. Now, I feel like maybe 3 tracks could have been left off. Now, the one that you said, Lithuania, Feed, and there was one more.
What was the one you just? Oh, Feed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Feed. Yeah. It's definitely Feed.
Oh, and ZTFO.
Zen the out.
Yeah.
I'm Zen.
I mean,
out.
but my reasoning behind that is because they sounded like they were older tracks. They sound like they were connected to the album he did with Metro Boomin and like they sound like they were connected to those tracks that got left off of those tracks, and he just threw them on here just to get them out. But overall,
I do like the fact, I do appreciate and I do like the fact that he got personal. Like he addressed a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that Sean in his early years was missing. He was too caught up in the Finally Famous and I'm signed to Ye and all of that to really know himself.
I like
and I
that
think
line
that's
where
why
he
he's
said,
been
I'm conflicted like signed to Ye but managed by Jay.
Managed by Jay. I'm conflicted like being cool with Pusha and Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's letting you know that, you know, these are things that he kicking with Drake, and he know in the back of his mind, like, somebody's not cool with this, but this is my nigga, so whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he's also saying that, you know, you got to take control of your life. You got to take control of your career. You can't let this person dictate this relationship. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so, and I feel like everybody's been down that road before, where you have a relationship and you dealing with another relationship, and you thinking to yourself, all right, these two people don't really rock with each other, but I rock with both of them. Why do I have to be the person that has to cut a person off because this person don't rock with this person? And that's just one of those things that it's really that other person that normally it's only one person that has a problem with that. and it's not the person who's cool with both people. It's usually the person that has the initial relationship that's like, oh, well, you shouldn't be dealing with this person because I don't rock with that person.
Right.
Which is wild. And it reminds me of so many, like, if you remember back in the day when 50 and Ja Rule was beefing, everybody who did a track with Ja Rule, 50 had another beef with. Like, you got to beef with these people just because they getting money with this dude?
Hey, guilty by association. You stand next to him, you getting shot too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's wild. That's wild, bro. And that's wild.
That's that street mentality.
Nah.
Everybody around you got to go.
And it's like, just because you be around this person, you got to be against me or you got to be selling me out while you with this person. Not really. Not really.
Yeah.
I really, honestly, this person is making money and me and this person making money. We're not thinking about you. Yeah. And when I get around you, do I talk about that person? Exactly. So there you go. I don't talk about this person around you. I don't talk about you around this person.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
It be like that though.
But it's the album is good. It's much appreciated. It's good to hear lyrics. It's good to hear Big Sean back making music. Him and Janae Aiko still make good music together.
Especially with him talking about all the things that he's been through personally, like
Mm-hmm.
you know, suicidal thoughts and all that craziness, losing a baby and all that. So,
but speaking of good, this is off topic, but the other day I was on YouTube just watching random videos. And I came across this video. It's like a little 9-minute video about the influence of Kanye's 808 and Heartbreaks. This little 9-minute video was real good, dude. Like the first 3 minutes talked about how we even got 808 and Heartbreaks. Because after graduation we were supposed to get good job, and his mom wound up dying, and his wife or fiance wound up leaving him. So between the two of those, he felt heartbroken, and that's just kind of how we got 808. It got more in depth because it got into how he even got the 808 machine, and where he got the idea of using the auto tunes from when he did the Good Life song with T-Pain. And T-Pain, they had a clip of T-Pain saying that after they recorded that song, like Kanye was on him like every day, like, yo, show me how to work this, show me how to work this, show me how to work this. And then it broke down how 808 and Heartbreaks birthed Drake, Travis Scott, all these different sounds, and then it broke it down to like how they took the same samples and put it into their music, but it all came from Kanye West just doing this type of music. It was a real dope 8-minute video, but that was off tangent. I don't know why I thought about that. But
Nah. You know what's crazy? One thing that I've noticed is that in all of our episodes, we found not all of our episodes. There's like one or two, but all of our episodes, we find a way to. Kanye has found his way into our conversation, some kind of way. Whether it's positive or negative, Kanye has found his way into our conversation. Yeah. And that just shows his influence. That just shows his mind. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's another wild thing is I started watching. I watched the first part of the interview he just did with Nick Cannon.
With Nick Cannon, yeah.
Yeah. So I just watched the first part of that, and even if you listen to that, like, dog, like Kanye, he like when he wants to, the stuff he say makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like what he's saying, if you sit back and you just like you take a second to like think like, okay, what is he saying? You're like, oh wait, that make a lot of sense what he talking about. Mm-hmm. But what happens is he gets so animated and he talks so aggressively.
Yeah, he talks so aggressively that it makes you like, hold up, bro.
Like, what is he talking about?
And that's what turns people off.
Yeah.
But if you just listen to the man, he making a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was the same thing with the I caught myself listening to the Joe Budden joint when he was talking about Charlemagne Charlemagne talking crazy about his decisions about the Spotify joint. And I can understand why people want to shut Joe Buttons off. And I at first I wanted to do the same too. And even during that little talk, that little rant, it was like 30 minutes, almost 40 minutes, and I was like, there were so many times I was like, yeah, I ain't got 40 minutes for this. But I kept listening, and I kept listening. He kept making sense, and then I kept listening, and I kept listening. And it was like, all right, I get it, and I also
Joe
get
Budden
why
rant,
people,
right?
Yeah, and I also
he was making a lot of sense.
he was making a lot of sense, and I was like, I get what he's saying. It makes so much sense, but I also get why people don't want to listen to him.
Yeah.
But like he said, he got to do what he got to do, and now he got a whole another heap of issues in front of him that I don't even want to get into or discuss because they're just disgusting.
I don't even bring light to it because it's an agenda behind all that.
Yeah,
but going back to Kanye West and who he birthed, bruh, Travis Scott got a whole McDonald's meal.
Yeah.
Not only does Travis Scott got a whole this thing's so nasty, bruh. Like, he got a McDonald's meal. Then I'm watching the little commercials he got. And in the commercials, McDonald's is literally saying it's lit.
It's lit.
Like, under the McDonald's M, it says it's lit. That's, dog, stealing hip-hop culture, but I won't get into it. Then I opened up the McDonald's app. Travis Scott got a whole section in the McDonald's app, like front page news. Like, it's a whole animation they got on the app just for Travis Scott, dog. Just for Travis Scott. As soon as you open the app, it's right there, and it says it's like the coolest little thing. Like it's like interactive, and then the first little square is dog. The first square is advertising. It's not telling you to buy McDonald's meal. It ain't telling you to buy McDonald's food. The first square is telling you to go to Travis Scott's website and buy limited merch. That's the very first square on there, bro. Like, that's
wild, bro.
Dog, it's not no buy this meal, buy this. It's the limited merch. Go to this website and grab it. And in the way they got it worded, it's like the dog. I spent like 30 minutes on the app just analyzing it. It's like, yo, this is wild. And that's when I had to text you, like, because I'm sitting there looking at it like, yo, this is crazy. This dude has a whole meal. like
yeah, bro. Like,
the app says,
I've been seeing the commercials.
Dog, the app says, pull up to the window and say, I want the Travis Scott.
Tell him Cactus Jack sent you.
Yeah, that's what it is. Tell him, dog. Tell him Cactus Jack sent you. To what?
Bruh.
That's
man
so nasty.
That man he's like we talked about.
I'm gonna tell you what he did. He parlayed that Kylie Jenner thing. Like, it's working out for him. Old boy got whole McDonald's opportunities.
Yeah, bro. He got his hands in a lot of things though. Like, because every now and then they got Cactus Jack sneakers dropping. I think he got a deal with Nike or something like that. So he stayed with something up his sleeve. Like, he stayed with something new to
on
keep
top of
himself,
that, I don't understand his music.
reinvented.
I'm not a fan of his music at all. So it's like I'm seeing all this go around him. I'm just like, dude, I'm not supposed to get it because I get it. He's for like another crowd. So I don't even like hate on it, because even like the song with him and Big Sean on the Big Sean album, I'm like, I don't get this song. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. But clearly there's a a lane for it. There's an audience for it because they keep making it, and Travis Scott keeps getting work. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but it's just wild. Like just that whole McDonald's thing was just like, bro, like,
Hey, you seen the way the little avatar dunk his fry inside the ketchup?
dog. That's what it is. When you go on the app, they got a whole section where the avatar is explaining to you how to eat the meal. The Cactus Jack avatar is telling you how to order the meal. This is how you eat the meal. You take the fry, you break it in half, and you dunk it in the sauce, you eat it. This is what the little Cactus Jack app is telling you, dog. I hope he didn't just get a check and he got a percentage on the back end. That's all I hope.
Hey, welcome to Astro World, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, did you Oh, one thing I gotta do is I have to apologize for my initial Dave East take, because that Karma 3 kind of hit. I went back and like played it a couple more times, and I was in different environments, different settings, doing different things, and I was like, nah, this thing kind of hard. Like you know, like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I hear it. I hear it. I hear the versatility. I hear the, you know, he got a simple flow. I think that's what bothers me.
Did we talk about that on here?
I think we did. I think you said you was digging it. Like,
oh yeah.
Because you know, I like Dave East the actor. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
this Karma 3, I gotta give it to him. Like, he definitely was in his bag on that Karma 3. So I gotta give him that.
I used the Dave East and the Nas album to hold me over for Sean, honestly. But I enjoy both. You know what I'm saying? It's no knock on either one of them, but I already knew once Detroit 2 dropped, I probably, you know what I'm saying, it's going to take a lot for me to go back to those.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. That's just what it is.
Yeah. I saw a thing where it said that 2014 Forest Hill Drive, the J. Cole album, it spent something like 300 weeks on the Billboard 200 now. Yeah, like it's still on there. That was recent. That was like a couple of days ago. I saw that. Like,
is that the album? Or, what is this, like an album chart, or is this for singles?
Yeah. No, the album. This is
okay.
The album. Yeah, like he's like the album. But I saw that.
That was the album. That was the album that he did with no features, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's the one where he was.
I had a
house.
Yeah, I had a J. Cole fan tell me when I sent him the track list for Big Sean's Detroit 2, he was like, "Oh, it's a lot of features. This man can't do an album by himself." And I was like, "Man, you just like Lonely Jermaine, like
Lonely Jermaine,
little Lonely Jermaine. Like, you know, J. Cole is cool, but you know what I'm saying. That album probably would have been a lot more doper." Even though, like you said, it's been there for what, 300 weeks, 200 weeks, something like that, crazy, whatever. But I personally would still be spinning it if there was a Wayne, Drake, you know what I'm saying, some other feature on there. Like, it was a good album, but when I look at my life at that time, it was a great album. I apologize. I apologize for that. The terminology I just used, that was disrespectful. But it was a great album, but I would still be spinning it to this day if there was something for me to go back and, you know, a little switch up in that. If that's just me. Whatever. because I was heavy on the album when it came out.
Speaking of switching up, back to that Detroit album again, but that what's the track I like? That song. What's the song with him and Guard Your Heart? The Guard Your Heart. That's the Wale that
Oh yeah, okay.
we be needing. That's the Wale. Like when he in that bag, that's the Wale where I'm like, okay, this boy is it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the Wale that I'm like, okay, yeah, I pay to go see that Wale. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that Wale, that's true. Like that Wale, and I think he had the wrong idea coming into knowing himself and coming into this industry and wanting to be as big as somebody like Drake, or looking at these guys as his, what I'm saying, they are his peers, but everybody's got to know their place. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not a top tier artist, and you just got to make yourself comfortable in your spot. And I think that was Wale's biggest issue. It's because he's looking at Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, Big Sean, Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at all these dudes, and he's not finding his place. But he don't understand that he's very powerful in his little realm. He's very powerful in that realm. You try to step out of that, and that's when people look at you wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And my favorite Wale album was. There's a couple of them, but the most recent one, it was
wow, that's crazy.
No, that's the most recent album he dropped. But my favorite, most recent one was the album About Nothing.
Yeah,
the Seinfeld joint, because it had a message that you had to be on Wale's level to understand, and I appreciated that.
Yeah. What you how you feel about the next verse is coming?
Oh, I can't wait, bro. Hey, I know a lot of people gonna tune out on that. I know a lot of people
that's
gonna tune
gonna
out
do
on
numbers.
It's gonna do numbers. It's gonna do numbers because people gonna take it to their mamas, their aunties. You know what I'm saying? Because these is our real aunties here.
Hey.
These is like the aunties. These the ones who cook the sweet potato pie for us. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's where the cornbread and the collard greens and the neck bones and the turkey legs come from. You feel me?
Listen, bro.
I can't wait, bro. I'm so hyped. Whoo, I can't wait. Listen. I can't wait. Can't wait to see my aunties out there.
Bruh, it's gonna be so much cornbread, sweet potato pie.
I can't wait, bro.
Like I'm thinking like, dog, what do I need to be whipping up? You know what I'm saying, during this time? Cause between
wait, is it what? It's a Sunday or a Monday?
It's a Sunday, 5 p.m.
Oh
right,
yeah.
Right, we
getting in the kitchen. We getting in the kitchen. We getting in the kitchen. I'm gonna get nice and full. So I can feel like I'm right there with Auntie.
Come on, bro. Between Patty LaBelle, last night chicken and waffles, Patty LaBelle, sweet potato pies, like,
bruh,
it's gonna be on and popping, bro.
I'm so excited for that, bro. Like, oh my god,
it's gonna do numbers, bro. It's going to go.
Bro, when I woke up this morning and I'm half asleep. I'm waking up like 5 a.m. and I'm seeing it and I'm like, what? Is this real? And then I noticed that it was real. I was like, oh. first thing popped in my head was, he's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. I was like, yes, I can't wait, aunties.
Listen, it's gonna be some. If you got to be watching this with somebody over 50, over 40. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like I'm gonna end up watching it by myself. But
oh no, I'm tuning everybody out. I'm finna throw the speakers on, open up the windows, and fire that stove up. I'm finna get down and get to it.
Bruh.
Sunday meal.
Can't
on, you know what I'm
can't
saying?
wait. Can't wait, bro.
It's this Sunday,
Aunties.
5 p.m. It's going down.
Yeah, we getting the
And they got it at
collard greens and
auntie
everything
hour,
on.
5 p.m. Come on, they ain't playing around. They getting in before they getting in. They want to be out before 10. They want to be
Yeah, they got to
home.
go. They got to go to bed.
Yeah, they want to be at the crib.
Yeah, bro. That's gonna be that's. Bro, that's gonna be good, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel I when I originally saw it, I started thinking to myself, dang, people ain't gonna be excited about this if they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand this music,
bro. You know how much? Do you know how much hip hop comes from the two of them? Like this gonna be the battle of the samples. Like this gonna be the battle of who got the doper sample. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be so many tracks that we gonna be listening to where folks gonna be like, yo, I forgot that's where that sample came. It's gonna be a lot of that. Trust. It's gonna be a lot of that. It's gonna be a schooling. It's gonna be a schooling because we gonna get a lecture in, yo, this is where hip hop comes from. This is your favorite song sample from. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the sample war. You know what I'm saying?
bro. That thing when I seen it, made my heart smile, dog. It was like, ugh. Yeah. Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle.
Yeah,
Patty, come on,
Patty.
bro. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. That's gonna be a dope battle. Speaking of bringing it back, you see the they get a green light to the Fresh Prince reboot.
Yeah, I seen that. I'm excited about that. And I don't want people who are too attached to the original Fresh Prince as a comedy to come into this with that thinking, because this ain't gonna be a comedy.
You remember that trailer?
Yeah. This ain't gonna be a comedy. This is more like a
drama.
More like a drama. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting the real story outside of the funny stuff. You know what I'm saying?
They say they're gonna do a deep dive into the characters.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is, you know, I started thinking about this morning. I was excited at first, and then this morning I just couldn't stop thinking about Uncle Phil not here. You know what I'm saying? Like I kept thinking about, how do you have Fresh Prince without Uncle Phil?
No. What's happening is that they're recasting it from where it was originally from. Like Will getting in trouble in West Philadelphia, moving with his auntie and uncle in Bel Air, and growing up in this new environment. Mm-hmm. So, there's going to be a new, there's 2 seasons of all new perspective, kind of. You know what I'm saying? What actually happened with Will in West Philly?
All right.
What life is really like in Bel Air with, I'm saying, Uncle Phil, Aunt Viv, Hillary, and Carlton, and you know what I'm saying? Right. What their lives are really like, because Carlton is supposed to be like the Republican cousin, you know what I'm saying? And Hillary's still bougie, but it's a dramatic version, you know what I'm saying? It's not a comedic version. Right. It's more like, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be dope. I believe it's gonna be dope. It's just one of those things that we're going to have to wrap our mind. As being kids who grew up in the 90s, it's going to be one of those things that we have to wrap our minds around. Yeah. I usually don't watch stuff like that, but I'm going to watch that one.
Watch stuff like what?
Like, I'm not saying, like, just dramas. Like a lot of people watching How to Get Away with Murder and stuff like that. I usually don't watch stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to watch that just because I know Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is also going to be like a 2020 version. So it's going to be these kids with social media or with racial injustice and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting part. How they incorporate all of that. Because I mean, shows like Grownish, they already doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Grownish kind of tackles whatever's going on from a college, almost grown, out of college perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of perspective. But even like Netflix bringing back shows, they bringing back Moesha, The Game, Sister, The Parkers, Half and Half, 101. They sound like the new UPN.
The new UPN, ain't it?
Bro, remember UPN, bro? UPN used to have them joints coming on back to back. Used to knock them in their head on Tuesdays.
They ain't got Martin. They ain't got Martin on there.
On that, nah, Martin is on. I
Hulu.
think Martin on the B. No, I think Martin on the BET app.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
On the BET app, and you know, on part of that, Tyler Perry.
But that's
part of
dope
that.
though. Like I haven't tuned into any of those, but I think it feels good to know that if I wanted to watch something like Moesha or Sister, these shows that I used to, bro, and it, you know what I'm saying, give you that feeling, that nostalgic feeling, like back in the G when you used to come home from school, do your homework, and you know what I'm saying, you know it's time for you to wind down. You take your shower, you know, eat your dinner, and then you go and you lay down and you watch Moesha. You know what I'm saying, Sister, you know.
Yeah. Nah, it's dope. Like you said, those shows that, especially when you had cable, because UPN was the only channel you can get, Channel 8. You know what I'm saying? That used to be the only channel you can get. And that's what all those shows used to come on. So UPN used to be it. So it's kind of dope.
And then a lot of those shows also showed they showed so many different variations of the black family, like.
Yeah.
But they always showed a black family
Positive.
with the father in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is hard to kind of grasp at this point, this juncture where we are right now. But they showed a lot of kind of positivity. You know, even though the kids were doing things that kids do, they showed it in a way that the parents were able to help the kids figure out why. You know what I'm saying? So
what happened to dog? It was so many black shows. Like, what happened to all the black shows? Yeah. Like, well, I guess TV in itself is kind of dying because everybody's watching DVRs and streaming stuff online. But we used to have a variety of black shows on, man. Like, you know, it used to be. Anytime you turn on TV.
on certain nights, it felt like TV was just for black people. Like,
hey, Tuesdays and Thursdays, it felt like that was black TV. You know what I'm saying? But it's just different now. But we don't really watch TV like that, anyways. But still, like even the streaming, like Hulu, Netflix, where the new, you know, you got the Blackish, Grownish, that crowd, but that's like one of the only ones. It's like what other alternatives do we have? Most of the other ones, they come on for 1 or 2 seasons and they wind up getting canceled. It's like let these people create, man. Let these people stay on. But hopefully we see some newer shows coming on. A more serious tip. Did you see the Tory Lanez apology?
I saw him. I saw that he actually texted her an apology. I don't know if it was that night or sometime
supposed
the
to be
next
that
day.
night.
Yeah, but just like we said on the last episode, we knew it was gonna be some dumb reason. We just wanted to know why he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to justify why he did what he did. I just wanted to know why he did what he did. What was, you know what I'm saying? But you saying, "Oh, I was super drunk. I was just so drunk." All right, I get that, but I've never been so drunk that I wanted to hurt somebody. Like I've never in my life, and I've been very drunk on many occasions. I've never been so drunk to say, "Man, I'm gonna just go ahead
Pull out
and
this strap and start blessing.
I'm gonna just blast her right quick." No, bro, no, you don't do that. And
That was the weird part.
And like I said in the other one, my biggest problem was that she kept saying he shot me for no reason, and so now knowing what I know now, I understand why she said for no reason. So I can retract some of my aggression towards Meg. Kinda. I don't think I had real aggression towards Meg, but I know that I wasn't.
You was second guessing.
I wasn't completely on her side because I'm thinking to myself, nobody does nothing for no reason. So, I mean, if that's cause for apology, then I apologize for that. But when she says for no reason,
It
what
was
do you
for no
expect people
reason.
to think?
He didn't have no reason to do it. And then on top of that, like I was reading the story today about the apology, and they said something about like even in the text apology, he didn't mention anything about shooting her, but
Right.
the fact that he was apologizing like that, he did something, but he never mentioned anything about the shooting. So even with that, they still trying to undercut what Meg is talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like even through it all.
My thing is if I shoot somebody, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna text I'm sorry for shooting you. No. No. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna let everybody speculate as much as they want to. I'm gonna apologize, but I'm not gonna say, "Hey, I know I shot you."
You apologizing is you might as well just say you shot her because you still admitting guilt to something,
bruh. You just said it. No, you just said it. You said he apologized, but he didn't admit to shooting her. So that leaves you where?
But no,
where does that leave you?
But what I'm saying is that's an underhanded way to still try to discredit Meg. Because instead of just saying, yo, all right, we know we with her and this shouldn't have went down like this, you still looking for a way to not be down with her. Not you in particular, but I'm just saying by using that terminology. By trying to point that out and see and paint that as the story. It's like you
paint what is the story?
That he didn't say he didn't shoot her. Like, oh, he didn't mention he didn't shoot her, so it still ain't no telling whether or not. Nah, nigga, we know what.
Listen,
dog, it's pictures and video. We see her walking down the street leaking from her foot. We know she got shot, and we know this little dude was in the back with the gun. He had little man syndrome, little man anger problems. She probably said something to him, probably called him short, and he pulled out the strap and started shooting. And then he felt bad. He sobered up and started texting, "Hey, I feel sorry for you. By that time, I'm done with you, bro. Like you crazy. You start shooting me because I called you short and you was drunk. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. You know, little people do stuff like that. And end of the day, it's like.
Listen, I feel like that's what we were saying. I feel like that's what we were saying on the last episode. He's little dudes are fragile, bro.
Fragile egos, sir. Especially when you're that short, that little. Like it clearly comes out because, like I said before, there is zero reason to pull out a gun on a woman. I don't care if she Amazon and you a elf.
I agree. And Meg, first of all, there's a misconception. Meg is not an Amazon. Meg is not like 6'2".
I'm just saying, but she,
Meg is only
him,
like 5'5",
dude,
5'6". Honestly, but I'm agreeing with you, and just like Rose said on the last episode, we're not defending him. We're not saying that he's right, no matter what he says. But we just want to know his stupid reason for doing it. We just want to know.
Hey,
like
somebody says,
I'm not here to say, oh, he did it or he didn't. Obviously you did it. We just want to know why you did it. And we know it's a dumb reason, but we want to know the dumb reason. Come on, give it to us. Oh, I was drunk. All right, you was drunk. You was drunk and you short.
Somebody
Now we need to figure out what she said.
Somebody said on Twitter, I was drunk is an okay apology if you ate my leftovers without permission. Dog. Twitter be clowning.
Oh, snap.
Twitter be clowning. But nah, man, just you know, I hope Meg is okay. I hope Tory gets the help that he needs.
What they gonna do? Give him stilts?
Hey, but hey, you see Drake posted his jit.
Yeah, I seen him talking about first day of school.
Yeah, you know what I did today?
Jit look like Casper. Like where you get this see-through baby from?
Listen, you know what I did today? I because of course Drake being Drake, he tagged his baby mama in the picture. So I go to her page and I'm looking through her page and I'm like, man, like I'm going through her page and I'm like, okay, I see why he did what he did, right? And then I started looking more and I'm like, man, but why did he do what he did? Like, why? Because no, but I'm like, okay, you know. Anyways, yeah, man. First day of school, and yeah, Canadian first day of school, man. That's what it was. Canadian first day of school.
Bro, how old is this kid?
I don't know, but I feel like he grew up fast.
Exactly.
I feel like he grew fast.
Like I saw the picture and I was like, hold up.
I feel like
two.
The Drake. I feel like the Pusha T disc came out like 2 years ago. Like,
yeah,
and that was supposed to be like the announcement of the kid. So
right,
like how he in school already? I don't know. They got some type of
whatever.
Milk.
Canadian school system, bro.
Nah,
Jake got big feet too.
Money.
I was looking at Jit shoes. Them shoes was big, bro.
Nah, yeah, that's a big Jit. He ain't little. That Jit is not little. He grown.
Oh snap.
Oh man, I just see something on Twitter about Doris Burke will call the conference finals and NBA finals for ESPN Radio. She'll be the first woman to serve as a game analyst on a radio or network TV broadcast that far into the playoffs. History for Doris. That's dope.
That's what's up, bro. I love Doris, dog. I love Doris as an analyst.
You gotta love Doris, bro. But yeah, trying to see, is there anything else we gotta cover today, man? I think that's it. So by the time we get on our next episode, either the Celtics gonna be home or they're gonna be they either gonna be home already or they're gonna be packing their bags getting ready to go home. So any anything you want to say, any motivating words, anything, because it's game 7. It's gonna be hard for y'all. It's gonna be hard. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of trust Toronto more than I trust Boston game 7. This Toronto team, because this Boston team look like at any moment they could get unfocused.
Best 2 words in sports, dog. Game 7.
Game 7. How you feel about these playoffs? How you been feeling?
I'm loving them. I'm loving the playoffs. I'm loving the Western Conference playoffs more because of course, they have the better allocation of talent over there. But they've been like the Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray series was crazy. Yeah. This even the Dallas Mavericks and Clippers series was crazy. The Portland and Lakers series was crazy, and now we got the Lakers and Houston series, and these boys are really calling each other out on the sideline. They leave Rondo open and say, "He's with us."
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying. So it's wild, and they're doing the same thing to Russell now. Like they're doing the same thing to Russ, leaving a man wide open for 3. He's with us.
I've been loving it, man. I don't understand the people that's been saying they don't. Like, I got another homeboy who I used to go to. Me and him used to have season Heat tickets together, and I've been talking to him, during these playoffs, and he's like, "Bro, I'm not even watching the games." I'm like, "You don't even know what you missing." Like, yeah. this ain't no crowd influence. Like these boys out here hooping. Like you got to play. You know what I'm saying? Like so these people who talking about. Like it's people who I see online talking about they don't enjoy it, they don't like it. Like I'm like, bro, y'all don't even know what y'all missing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just real quick. No, but I ain't even gonna. I ain't gonna do it. Never mind. No. But
this
yeah,
boy, wild, bro. You wild. You a wild boy.
Yeah, nah, I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Can't ruin political connect, bro.
So be it.
Yeah, but anything else we gotta get to?
I can't think of nothing other than the regular stuff that we didn't mention today, and I think it's mostly because we had other things to mention, but they still got officers out there who need to be arrested.
Come on, man. Hey, I salute all of the players who are using their platform to make sure that these names and these individuals just don't go by the wayside.
Yeah,
like Naomi Osaka, the tennis player, every time she go out, her mask got a name of somebody who's been done an injustice, who needs justice for their name, bringing awareness, because these people are on TV and millions of people are going to see them. So these names are being brought to the light. I saw a comment today on Facebook, and of course, me and you know exactly what's going on. But I saw a comment today on Facebook, and it said, "We know nothing's gonna get done because not only are the officers involved, but the judges are involved too." And I was like, man, I'm glad y'all get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for somebody to kill a woman by running up in her house while she's sleeping and not be arrested, not be charged, to be able to walk around like nothing is wrong. And everybody know it. Everybody know it. Like everybody know you can't. There is nowhere you can go where somebody is not gonna know what you did, and for it to be on TV, for us to see it publicly, everybody see it. Our eyes is on it. We know exactly what happened, and for those individuals to still walk around like, hey, whatever. It ain't just the cops, you know what I'm saying? Like it's everybody. You got to be connected and bold to walk around. You murdered somebody and you walking around like, okay, see y'all next week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you said, arrest the murderers of Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
Speaking of tennis,
Arrest those officers that paralyzed Jacob Blake. Arrest those officers that murdered Elijah McClain.
Come on,
let's just go. We need it. We need it, and these names not gonna go. We passed that point where we let things get forgotten. And one more thing before we get out of here that I wanted to mention is that during this lockdown, during this quarantine, there's a lot of people suffering. Yes, you know what I'm saying? We all we see on social media is the people that are prospering, the people that's getting money, the people that's, you know what I'm saying, starting businesses with this money, the people that's doing what they want to do, who's on yachts every weekend. We don't see these people who are suffering from domestic violence, who are suffering from children being molested and raped, children who are being abused. We don't see that. We don't see husbands and wives being abused. You know what I'm saying? We don't see that. That's not a big enough deal. These people are locked in the house together with their offenders regularly. These things, you know what I'm saying? These are things that are they're serious. Like we are losing lives just because people don't go to school, just because somebody didn't go to work. You know what I'm saying? Just because things aren't the normal like how we are used to.
Right.
People are losing their lives to violence, and then we have these monsters out here that are living their life. You know, they're living their life to the fullest. They're happy with their lives, and the person that's been affected by it is afraid to say anything. I had a homeboy telling me today about a person he knew who was being molested, the children were being molested. The father was being abused by the female in the house. So let's not think that this is a male thing. Let's not think this is a male thing. Let's not think that this is something that only men do. There's female monsters out there too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then at the same time, this woman is sleeping with another man on her husband. You know what I'm saying? So let's not think that these are men problems. These are people problems, and they need to be addressed. And if you know something, you need to say something. Word. Simple as that. And that's all I got to say. That's that.
If you know something, say something, bro. Straight up. Like you said, enough said. Ain't nothing else to be said, bro. Try to end the podcast on a light note. We here at Everything's Legit Podcast, brought to you by Rebels Radio.
Yes, sir.
Rebels! Ha ha.
Y'all know that we love Savannah, right? We love Savannah. We think she's talented. She's home team, part of the squad. We ride or die for her. Beautiful. Is the rising face of hip hop, straight from the backyard. We'll ride for her. You know what I'm saying? Did you see her Instagram?
Yeah. Got a good. I see it every day. She's unavoidable.
Oh, no, you
She's
go see it every
unavoidable.
day.
Yeah, she's unavoidable. But like I'm saying, like I saw it today.
Did you see the picture that she posted recently with her and her husband
Got a husband. Yeah.
in the pool?
Yeah.
What did you think when you saw that picture?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I initially thought, but it's just one of those things. I mean,
When I saw the picture, the only thing I could think about was the look on his face was like, hurry up and take this picture. It looked like she jumped into his arms and he was holding on because he had the one arm behind her head holding her. He was like cradling her. And then the way she had her arms, it was like she was like clutching him to like, all right, we in a perfect position. Hurry up and take this picture. Get this out the way. Dog, like the things that we as artists do to get our content for our people. Like that's all I can think about. That's all I thought about. I thought about, man, that's a lot of commitment on both these, on both of them for that.
and that's
picture.
my thing. That's my thing. I would like for more things to be more natural. It seems like everything is done to, let's create content. We need content. Just be yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
That's enough content. Like if it just happens. So like I saw I saw Sammy. Sammy posted a video of him earlier. He was like, I guess there was a turtle in the middle of the road. He picked the turtle up and moved it to the side. But in his caption, he was like, I made it my mission to do a good deed every day or every week. And there's nobody around to capture it, but it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I can see it. There was somebody around to capture it, nigga.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just let it be natural. Let things be natural. There's nothing natural anymore, bro. And that's what I see a lot when I look at Savannah's posts. I get it. I understand it. But nothing seems natural.
She's part of something bigger now. So
Understandable.
it's you're gonna get more than substance. You're gonna get fillers too. And that's just what it is. That's part of what has to be done. Like, in order for her to continue to be on your timeline every time you open your app, the fillers got to be there. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, as a creative, you gotta have fillers. Like, you gotta have things that's gonna hold you over until the meat comes through. You know what I'm saying? Like, just even if just like some of the behind the scenes stuff that go on with, I don't even want to use her as an example, just as any artist.
Yeah.
You do things in order to give you rope to get to your destination.
Yeah.
You're not always doing just singing. You're not always rapping. You're not always whatever your thing is. You're not always doing that. You doing other stuff around that to bring yourself more attention, so that when you do get to that, you have enough eyes on you and it makes sense for you to release this art. There's a big difference between artists who do fillers and artists who don't.
Right. Yeah, and we've seen that. We see that regularly. So
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Like I don't agree. I agree with it because I know that that's just the way. That's the nature of the beast. But I feel like it's blatantly like it's like watching. Remember back in the day when you like just like we was talking about these old sitcoms. We watching Family Matters. They do something and you hear the
Rebel.
the fake studio audience applause and laughs. I feel like that's what it is. Yeah. Like it feels so staged. Like, but I get it. Like I said, I mean, I understand why it happens.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It's a necessary part. Like I said, it's individuals who don't, and the results show. So it's like you gotta find that balance. You gotta find that delicate line. She's still trying to figure it out. She's still trying to figure out that line. There's a lot of artists that we see that are still trying to get to her level, to where you got to figure out that line. You know what I'm saying? Because you putting in the work. Now it's time to find the balance. It's still artists that need to put in the work. It's like, yo, you got the talent, but where you work at?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a good problem for her to have. It's a good problem for us as a label to have. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, I just, I want that picture made me laugh, but it also made me think. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Savannah home team. You know what I'm saying? Dollars and deals. You know how we get down. Rebel season.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, another dope episode of Everything's Legit podcast, man. You know, I appreciate you coming on this journey with me today, my boy.
Yes, sir. Always, brother.
Yeah, man. So before we get up out of here, just want to make sure everybody stay safe. Remember, arrest the murderers of Breonna Taylor. At least do that. And
nah, ain't no at least. We need them all.
Yeah, word. Need them all.
Jacob Blake,
word.
Elijah McClain, all of them.
Word. All of them. So, man, just make sure you stay safe, bro. We get back to it next week. Some more entertainment,
yes,
some more to talk, some more to talk about. Yeah.
One more thing, we need to.
Oh, hold up.
If y'all like what we do, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and find us on YouTube.
Yes.
Instagram.
Yep.
SoundCloud.
Yep.
Everything Legit podcast. Go ahead and follow that. We trying to level double up.
Yeah. Double up.
You know what I'm saying?
Subscribe to the YouTube, like you said. Follow us on IG. Everything is Legit podcast. Everything's Legit podcast on YouTube. Subscribe, comment, like, share. Shout out to everybody that's already tapping in and tuned in. I was just reading the comments from last week's episode. There was a couple of people that was excited to see Ro. A couple of people was talking about just the dopeness of the podcast. So, we only getting better. Yeah. It's only up.
Shout out to Ro. Shout out to Ro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ro, man. Yeah. He gonna be he's a part of the podcast. So we getting that together. Man, just shout out to Rebels Radio, man. Just we tightening up the wheels on the tire on the car so that we can gas up and go. So shout out to Rebels Radio, man. Shout out to Dollars and Deals. Just shout out to Broward County, man. Shout out to everybody that's working in our city. There's a lot of movement that's happening. Individuals that want to work, they working. You know what I'm saying? The ones that want to work, they working. We see the movements coming. We see the streets waking up. We see y'all getting ready to give us what we need. It's a couple of y'all that I'm excited about that I can't wait for. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to our city. Shout out to everybody in South Florida. Shout out to all the creators that create. Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing, man. So until next time, my boy. Farewell. See you soon, bro.
Like what you thought I was just sitting back not rapping, nigga? You think niggas ain't get better? Like what you did? I want me a meal to see just how it feel. Ain't worried about no bills, negotiating deals. Find me some shit, I'm stunning in this bitch, everything legit. negotiating deals. Buying me some shit, I'm stunting in this bit. I'm stunting in this bit. Everything legit. Hey, I'm about biz. Money where my mouth is. Spliffy where my mouth is. Smelling like ounces, but